rotator cuff is a collection of 4 ligaments connecting the top of the humerus to the shoulder joints. If we notice, we've got an equivalent in the lower half of the torso, which is the leg coming into the hip joints. Notice that this is quite securely, snugly fit into the body, whereas the shoulder joint is protruding, and it's very easy to damage this part of the body as it's more superficial. The muscles are more exposed here. The second problem with the rotator cuff is that these ligaments have very poor blood supply and they repair slower for that reason. So the idea would be to strengthen the rotator cuff muscles, getting more circulation to that part of the body, so both we can prevent or aim to prevent injury, but if we do have injury, then there's quicker recovery time. So we'll have also another principle of Pilates, which is core engagement, classic principle Pilates, really well outlined by the instructor and author Lynn Robinson, who likened good core engagement to a crane on a building site, supported from the centre and from the bottom and rotating from this position, rather than a coat hanger, working from the externals, tensing the forearms and so on. So that's a more protected way of using the body, both during exercise and in daily life. So let's go through 3 exercises to strengthen the rotator cuff. But before we do this, we'll just quickly warm up the area with this Pharaoh position. So right angles are really important to Pilates, where we have the hands directly above the elbows and the elbows in line with the shoulders here. We'll inhale to prepare, exhale, come out with the elbows, inhale to the centre. Really try not to drop those elbows. Nice breaths out and inhale to come to the centre. So let's have a few more of these. We can speed it up a little bit. Try not to crane the neck forward. We'll soften the buttocks. Try not to clench elsewhere in the body like the jaws, or try not to frown with the forehead. We're trying to keep ourselves nicely efficient in this. As we do this, we'll try and let the tailbone drop down towards the floor, so we've got a nice space in the small of the back. And we'll keep the rib cage soft. So last one of these. Now we'll hold ourselves out in this 90-degree angle, and we'll bring one forearm down. Inhale to swap sides. Exhale, coming down. So again, really trying not to drop those elbows. Keep them lifted in line with the shoulders, and you can continue this until you get a really good feeling of engagement. Flow is a very key Pilates principle, and to me this entails having an equal speed throughout the movement. So we're not rushing the beginning or the end, we're actually keeping the speed equal. A few more of these then, just to strengthen the rotator cuff. Nice deep breaths to each side, keep the neck soft, feel a connection from the crown of the head to the ceiling. Now I want you to come back to the centre and just release the hands. We can just shake out here and have a little self-massage into the deltoids here, just threading out any tension. We can work also into the pecs here. They also store a lot of tension. Swap sides and the opposite pecs, and then into the deltoids here. So the next exercise will be the breaststroke. So I want you to imagine there are 2 arrows in the body. One large one from the shoulders descending, and an arrow from the elbows coming up to the ceiling. So really try and marry those 2 feelings, those 2 positions in the body. So try not to hunch the shoulders, and we'll try not to drop the elbows. Okay, tailbone is descending a little bit to widen the space in the small of the back. Inhale, uncurl the toes on the mats. Exhale, slowly coming out. Inhale to the centre, we'll greet the middle fingers. Exhale, come out. Again, flowing movement. Try not to clench the shoulders up. Try not to tense the buttocks or the soles of the feet on the mat. We're trying to do this as efficiently as possible. We can continue this for quite a while before we get a good engagement, but you'll really feel this good, maybe a slight pinching engagement in the muscles. If you have any pain at any point, please stop. Come back to the centre, have a break. Inhale to centre, exhale, coming out. Don't forget those arrows. Don't forget to keep the neck soft, the jaws unclenched. So you can continue this in your own time for as long as you can. Really, until you get really good strong engagement. Last one, And then we'll bring the hands to the centre, pushing out now into a full breaststroke, coming round. Try not to hit your cupboards as I am. Very good. Coming round and back. Let's have a few more of those. Nice deep breaths. We also get a really nice little lengthener for the spine here. Imagining that your head is floating away from the shoulders and the tailbone is dropping down towards the mats. Really feel this length across the spine. Now we'll reverse this, coming round first and then back. Inhale, exhale to come out. So notice that in Pilates we always breathe into the centre and exhale to come out. That's the general idea. A bit tricky if you're used to doing yoga where it's pretty much the opposite. The idea with this breathing pattern in Pilates is if we breathe out with the effort, we're more likely to protect ourselves and not overstrain. Last one. So I'm rushing through this, but I do want you to feel comfortable to do this in your own time. So last one we'll have today is the confused waiter, where we'll have the elbows velcroed through to the midriff here, dropping the shoulders, again feeling that arrow down the body, feeling the shoulder blades sink into the back, down towards the back pockets. Inhale, exhale, coming out with the hands. Inhale to the centre, exhale. And remember always those 90-degree angles, those right angles. So no lifting up with the hands here. Keep them level in line with the elbows. You may feel your elbows sort of drifting slightly away from the midriff here, but aim to keep them nestled into the waist. So a few more of these. Last one. And then coming back. So those are all very good, but you can really increase the tension using a resistance band. These are really good. It's almost like you're doing things underwater using one of these. So we can have the same engagement. We have to just swap the hands around a bit, have the heels of the hand facing upwards, dropping the shoulders, and doing the same, inhaling and exhaling out. Inhale to centre. Again, try not to raise those hands too high. Keep them level with the elbows. And so that's one thing with the resistance band. The next thing would be to step on that band. The position for this one is a little bit tricky, but we're aiming to keep, again, those right angles, hands in line with the elbow, elbow in line with the shoulder here. Inhaling as we exhale to come up here. Inhale, exhale, come up. So any comments, any feedback, very, very welcome. I have rushed through this, but please do go through this at your own time. And do leave any comments if you wish to. Thank you.